What's going on, everyone? It's Tay, aka Slay, and I'm bringing you a tutorial today. Yes, I've been asked by a couple of friends to do an eyebrow tutorial, so I dedicate this to you. I have all of my favorite tools. I'm going in with both a pomade and an eyebrow pencil. Both are amazing to use on the brows. It really just depends on your preference. I prefer pomades, but in a fix, I will use a pencil. So let's get right to it. The first thing I do is I love brushes like this. It just makes everything so much easier. I take the spoolie, comb up my eyebrows. This gives me an idea of the natural shape of my brows and also shows me where I need to either shave or tweeze. After I spoolie up, I comb down, going with the grain of the hair. So one side we're going to do the pomade, the other side we're going to do the pencil. I know there are some people who use both. I just prefer one or the other. And I learned this from watching Makeup Shayla. I draw a line under the brow and I go just a little bit below the hair because I'm the type of person that likes to clean up and carve out my brows with concealer. So if you draw a line using your pomade or your pencil and you go a little bit below your natural brow, you won't lose any of the shape and you won't mess up your brows when you go to clean them up. So I do that up below and I do that above as well. And as you can see, I'm following the natural shape. I'm not drawing an entirely new shape. I know some people really like doing that. But I tend to find that my natural shape does wonders. It fits my face perfectly. Really don't need a dramatic arch or a very long wing. So right here, it curves down a bit. So I follow that and come to the point. Then, simple, just start filling it in. Again, I go with the grain of my hair. I don't do the Instagram brow. I don't try to do the natural hair-like strokes at the end. I just fill in the lines that I've drawn. One of the things I usually do though is if there's any product on the end of the brush, I will brush that on to the front of my brow to bring the brow further down so that it starts right here at the tear duct. And then once the pomade is on, I brush through, and that goes ahead and evenly distributes the product and emphasizes the shape that you want. So that is my technique using a pomade. This is the Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit. This was the first brow product I ever used. I didn't think that I needed to do my brows until I started to do my makeup, and I found that my face looked unfinished without my brows being filled in. Also, my brows are naturally thin. There isn't a lot of hair because I have thyroid issues and I tend to be iron deficient, and I can tell when my iron is getting low because my brows are the first thing to go. Like, I will lose the hair at the tail and it'll work its way in. Same thing as I do with the pomade. Draw a line. Now, the thing with the pencil is you want to take your time. You don't want to just go from here and draw a line. What I do is I do a little piece at a time. It's just light strokes, drawing the line under the brow, carving out the shape. As with everything in makeup, you shouldn't really rush. Bring it out a little bit past the eye. Do the same thing at the top to carve out the shape. Filling in with the pencil. And you want to use something that I found that helps me when I started doing my brows. Aside from just taking your time and use a light hand. if you go in too hard, you will rip out your hair and you will spend more time to fill it in, and it'll be harder for that hair to grow back. You don't need to dig in there. Just be gentle with yourselves. Now, my favorite part. I'm using the Kylie concealer in Sassafras. I mentioned this in my Project Pan video. This is also a great eyeshadow base. This color is just a bit too light for me to use as an under eye concealer unless I was going for that really, really, really bright look. But it works perfectly for carving out my brows. Again, light hand, small strokes. Just take your time. Let me get closer so you can see what I'm doing. I go right up to that original line that I drew and go right underneath it. Then I do a second pass and bring it up just a little bit higher. Not too much, but just a lot. I know it looks like I used a lot, but you can go back and gently buff this line out. Again, just take your time. Follow the shape that you drew there. You can come in a little bit to emphasize the tail. Now, this brow is actually a little bit thicker than I would like, so I'm going to come down just slightly to try to remove some of the shape there. You can also take away some size from below as well. Some people actually prefer to do that than mess with the top. It's always when I don't have anywhere to go, my brows turn out amazing. You may find, if you're new to doing your brows like this, that one brow may be different from the other. You may notice that you may have one brow that's a slightly different shape or one brow that's fuller than the other. That's fine. That's why we say brows are sisters, not twins. They will not always look alike. My struggle brow tends to be my left side. I don't know why. So you can see a little bit, and I'm going to continue to carve it out. You can see how one brow is shaped just slightly differently from another. I also took away volume from this side, so we just keep going. That is as close as they are going to get today. So as I said, take your beauty blender and go ahead and lightly, as to not disturb the brow, and bring the concealer into the brow itself. Lightly blend it out. So I think you can see it on camera. You see that highlight that exists there? That normally for me stays when I complete my eye look. And it really, really makes the eyeshadow look pop. There are times when I don't want this highlight. I will go ahead and use a concealer that is closer to my skin tone. But normally, I like to use Sassafras. I'm actually going to go a little bit in with this pencil and fix the shape of this right brow here. Oh, that's much better. There we go. It doesn't hurt at all to tweak and to perfect if that is your deal. There we go. So, that is the eyebrow tutorial. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. If you want to see me do anything else, please do not hesitate to contact me on Twitter, on Instagram. Leave a comment below. I will see what I can do for you. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of those good things. I know there are a million beauty channels you could have watched today. I thank you for coming to Slay. Bye.